There's your Hall of Famer to his left, or to his... What the fuck is the key for? Oh, they just broke him out of the Lunatic. Got it.
Yes.
Got it. Do you realize in 2019 you couldn't get away with a gimmick like that? Because you'd be making fun of the mentally ill.
Yeah.
And look at Teddy Long looks like Eddie Murphy from The Golden Child. But you couldn't. It's amazing how you can't. Did you see Dave Chappelle's stand-up recently on Netflix, the brand new one?
I loved it.
I loved it too. I laughed, belly laughed. But then there are people ripping on it because he was mean. You can't do comedy anymore. You can't do it anymore. Because somebody's going to be fucking offended. Just what's wrong with society? Why can't we laugh anymore?
Right.
It's jokes. Look at the girls. Flying Brian. Beat that fat ass flying. Wow. Oh, Brian with that. That was pretty damn good.
What do you think about the cheerleader brigade here?
I'm for it. I wish I had a cheerleader brigade when I was growing up. I'm sure Colonic Bill liked it too. Flying Brian. Here he comes. Where are they going? The girls ran off. Okay, you're on your own, Brian. We'll see you and Tom later. He's got the key. The Lunatic hitting from behind. Huh. Boy, Brian was a tremendous performer. God almighty. When he was Flying Brian, and I'm talking about when he was Flying Brian before he became the loose cannon that we portrayed him as, and he was just a great young baby face. Great smile. Great talent. Hope his son does well in pro wrestling as well. Because Flying Brian Jr. is a good kid. But he's got to basically live up to that, man. I like the Bengal tights that he would wear, too, better than these blue tights. He had those tiger tights. Made you look at his ass, didn't it? Oh. I mean, your eyes, when he had the tiger tights on, your eyes immediately went to the ass. You can say that. You can admit to it if you like. I do admit to things like that. Wow, this match is about 3 minutes too long. Brian go in, cross body, pick him up, slam him, pin him, 1, 2, 3. We'll add another 5 minutes to the next match. You see, in the scheme of things, take this match for what it is. Here we go. Thank God. This has got to be it. Missile dropkick. No one really believed that Norman, the Lunatic, this very hefty guy, could beat Flying Brian, did they?
No, I mean, based on size, you would think that he could throw him around and power him down and lean on him and wear him down, but
it's a get-over match is what it is. I mean, I hope I'm right.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm saying in a typical match like this, the big guy would be, there you go.
Right.
Some of that.
Do shit like that, right. What's the story about Norman the Lunatic? I think we've probably told the story here on our show before, but he's no longer with us, I understand. And did he go on to wrestle in the WWE at all?
Yeah, he was Bastion Booger over there.
He was Bastion Booger.
Yeah.
Okay. Crucifix. Oh! There you go. Tommy Edwards, the director here, I'm pretty sure, who was also the studio director for TBS. And Tommy loved to get those crowd reaction shots. As a matter of fact, before Tommy, we normally, back in the old days, never did get crowd reaction shots. But Tommy was big into that, and I believed in it too. Tim Smith, cameraman, standing up right there. Big time Florida Gator. Teddy was good, man. Listen. Yeah, he's a Hall of Famer. I get it, but he was really good. Was really, it was very active, very animated. All right, we were talking earlier about Court Bauer. You said he'd gained a lot of weight. Well, oh man, I tried to lift him in his car and I've broken a sweat. Do you realize how heavy he's gotten? And he's trying to grow a beard like me? Well, I'm going to go back and hit the gin and the vodka at Molio's here in just a few minutes in Tampa after this show is over. Back to you. That's unfair for me to say that. It really is.
Why?
Because Gordon was great and is a legendary announcer, and it's just
we're just having fun. What the fuck?
Yeah,
we're just over here talking about how Dave Chappelle made it where we could all have fun, and now you're backpedaling all your jokes.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, fuck it. I'm just having fun.
How about
Captain Mike Rotunda?
Yeah, this is terrible. I need him to hurry up and be IRS. I was not a fan until he was IRS.
Really? You like the IRS gimmick?
I was a kid.
Oh, of course. You didn't like Michael Wall Street? I liked Michael Wall Street.
Oh, fuck off.
What? Maybe it's because I like Alexandra York. Yeah, here we go. Watch out. Somebody go get hurt. God, it would scare the fuck out of me if I had to wrestle this guy. Again, one of the nicest guys in the world. And a tragedy as well. But doing some pretty good bumping here for... So you didn't like Michael Wall Street, huh? We don't like Michael Wall Street. Call the NWA Wrestling Hotline, 1-900-909-9900. That's 1-900-909-9900. Joe Pedicino is going to be on the Wrestling Hotline talking with Scott Hudson about the glory days of Channel 69 in Atlanta. 1-900-909-9900. I think it was Channel 69. Do you know in Atlanta, we were talking about this the other day, Atlanta, they would have on Saturday nights like wrestling back to back to back to back. They would have everybody on. Isn't
that cool though? I like that.
Yeah, it was. And Joe and Bonnie Blackstone became in the Atlanta area, quite the stars because of it for wrestling fans. And I think for wrestling fans, that was great to be able to see other promotions on other regions, other territories, if you will. And Scott was talking about that at Starrcast, and it brought back the memories. It really did. And we used Joe Pedicino, or they did back then, used Joe Pedicino on the Wrestling Hotline because you know what Jim Hurd said about Joe Pedicino, don't you? He's the fans' man. The fans like Joe Pedicino. And I know he's big, I know he's heavy, but he's the fans' man. And I want Joe Pedicino to be somewhere on a broadcast. He's the fans' man, is what Jim Hurd used to say. So they used him, which wasn't bad because Joe's a good guy. Never saw what Bonnie Blackstone saw in him, but he was a good guy.
Are you trying to insinuate that she was good looking and he was fat?
Yes.
Well, wouldn't that, you started the show by saying I was one of the best salesmen ever. How's that different?
Because I've been around both of you.
Oh, and I'm funnier?
You come across as a better salesman to me than Joe. Okay?
Are you saying that based on my wit and humor and timing, or just you saw me close some things?
Well, all of the above. All of the above, actually. But Joe was just kind of a kind of a quiet old country boy, very, very shy, seemingly. And there's nothing shy about you at all. And So yeah, I never did get that. Of course, he could have been hung like a mule, and that would have probably helped out a little bit. Just never know. You never know about people. I didn't go around checking out dicks or anything like that, but he could have been, and that could have led into some of that. I'm just freestyling here, just go with it. I don't know. I don't know about, you just don't know about people. Some people could just be hung like a mule, could be just a very, very good person to be around, great conversationalist, great person. You just don't know when you see a beautiful woman and a guy like Joe Pedicino, you just don't know what goes into it, right? Am I just going on and on for no reason here, which is nothing new for this podcast? You can help out.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I want you to keep talking about hog sizes. I think it's cool.
No.
World Order and the Crow, Thunder, Russo, Arquette, Champ, Vinnie, Mac, simulcast. Tony's back with Conrad, not your classy podcast. Watch along, try not to laugh. Lowest rules can't pass. This wasn't the initial plan. Tom Zig's a good-looking man. Klondike Bill, make a chant. Tommy,